stardust in the universe. To the waters in the womb I surf. I'm the all in all. From the atoms that exist in the sun to the atom that's in Genesis 1. I'm the all in all. From the first king that walked this globe to the last black slave they stole. I'm the all in all. Every living thing you see, all of those things exist in me. I'm the all in all. From the depths of the sea to Mount Everest. Allah in the flesh, most benevolent. This physical form born from melanin. When electrical thought sparked intelligence. Ain't nothing existing I don't exist in. From the clouds in the heavens down to this skin. If you're doing the knowledge, you can follow Jews. In both cases, the basis, water molecules. Rain, sleet, snow, hailstorms come together the same way that my cells form. You won't see it yet, hard to fathom still. It's A-like to the pyramids, how my atoms build. I existed as DNA when the earth formed. And my paternal lineage is from the firstborns. Holy Quran, Bible, I'm coded there. In a fine mist, you'll miss if you don't know the square.
Okay. Can I get, I need emails.
Do you need police or just the EMS?
Yes, I need both.
Okay, what's the address?
I'm at apartment number 1478. It's 1210 South Lamar. 1478, yeah.
What's going on?
I'm an off-duty officer. I thought it was in my apartment. And I shot a guy thinking that he was, thinking it was my apartment. Yes, I thought it was my apartment.
Kadir say they killed the white person in the white person's own home, but then used as a defense. I thought it was my house.
But wasn't they having an affair?
Whatever they was having, it doesn't matter. She said her defense was, she said, I thought it was my apartment and he was the intruder. He was the intruder in his own house. But she was able to say, I thought it was my house. Now, of course, if she was in his apartment, obviously she had a key. So obviously something was going on. And guess what was going on? She was going to kill him anyway. That's why she was in the house. Because she...
And the biggest trick has been to keep us from knowing that we are the best and that the black man is God.
Did y'all hear that, sisters?
And her tears mattered. When I looked at the 10 different families, I felt their pain. I imagined the moment when Peyton Gendron pointed his automatic weapon at them and blew off the back of their head, then turned around and shot a 72-year-old grandmother again in the head where she couldn't even have an open casket. Huh? Then you want to get up and you want to act like we care about what you saying? Or some water falling down your face because they taught you.
I used to suffer through. I'm very sorry for stealing the lives of your loved ones. I cannot express how much I regret all the decisions I made leading up to my actions on May 14th. I did a terrible thing that day. I shot and killed people because they were black. Looking back now, I can't believe I actually did it. I believed what I read online and acted out of hate. I know I can't take it back, but I wish I could. And I don't want anyone to be inspired by me and what I did.
Obama ate black people, man. And a black man in that prison took it upon himself one day to mock bringing his ass to death. That's why I got it. That's why I'm like this today.
And we're not promoting violence, y'all.
No. What I'm promoting is the news.
Absolutely.
See, because what I charged the media, because I got on, and I had to tell the media that you pushing the boy's agenda. Every time you talked about the manifesto from his gang, you was pushing his agenda. Why you doing it? Why you pushing his agenda? He not no genius. He dumber than a bag of rocks. But you promoting it. Because quietly, the bosses that run MSNBC, CNN, all of them, they've been at the top of the totem pole practicing anti-melanism. Because I told you it's different from racism. They all practice racism. But anti-melanism is what they acquired when they first was bold enough to come out the caves and they saw our great civilizations. And they were like, great darker. Because they couldn't, they were very savage. They were veritable savages.
Watch that movie.
And so when they saw the great civilizations, that's where the hate for black people came from. Because they knew that what they were looking at, they could not make. So because they couldn't make it, they decided to do what Brooklyn does, is take it.
Rob it. Take it. Throw them in the dope scene. That's right.
That's
put them in the L.
Hold on. Listen, I love Medina. My brother is a Medinanite. All I'm saying to you is that from the time that man came out the caves and he saw what he could not build that was already built, he said, not only am I going to take what they built, I'm going to take the people who built it and they're going to build for me. Wait a minute. Did you hear what I just said? Not only did he come out and decide he was going to take over the things that we had built, that he saw we had built, he said, I'm going to take the people who built it and make them build for me for free. 400 years. 400 years he used and abused us black people. And here we are in the 1970s. We get the knowledge of ourselves. And we become the seed fathers for hip hop, which became the voice of the voiceless, right? It became the voice of the black man that will go all over the globe, right? And we were uplifting, we touched people in Africa, Jamaica, we touch people everywhere. But right now, we need to come back to God. I get it. Some people want you to come back to blonde hair, blue eye. Oh, blue eye. I want you to come back to the God that looks like the man in the mirror, black man. Black woman, I want you to tune into the God that looks like the son that you give birth to, right? Yeah. That's the God I want you to tune back into, because it's very important, because you got a choice, right? So you can choose out of fear, or you can do your research, and then you'll see that who was will always be, right? And who was from the beginning that never began is you and I. It was you and I, right? We are the foundation. You know what I'm saying? To living matter and to living beings on the face of this planet is you and I, right? Black woman is you and I. And because it's you and I, you know what I'm saying? When we come together, the one and one make three, right? Because you're one, I'm one, but we make three, because life in one day is given to you. 270 days later, you get that life back to me. Okay? So I really want y'all to understand the beauty of who you are and what you are. And understand that the horror that we have to witness every day, right, is the trials and tribulations of hell. Understand that hell is real and that you're living in it. And that heaven is in your mind, right? It's the state of mind that you can ascend to, right? When you can get above your lower self and you can get above the world outside of yourself. See, I'm in the world but not of it, right? But this is hell, because that's what the devil's domain, that's the name of his house. It's the house of hell.
Hell is built upon imperfection due to people who construct them have imperfect capabilities. That comes from the teachers of lost civilized tribe and wilderness in North America, life in 120 degrees.
And see, that's really What I'm explaining to y'all, this is what y'all see every time you turn on the TV. You see all of everything that we work for going to some Ukrainian people who are fighting some Russian people, some white on white crime on a global level, right? Where they kill in each other, right? On a global level, it's murder, 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 kill, 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 right? Then you got, just like in the Bible, no different, you got Goliath and you got David. But it ain't in the order that you thought it was. David throws rocks, right? While Goliath is a giant. He has Air Force, Navy, Marines, everything. David has rocks. So we're talking about Palestine, right? The Palestinians throw rocks at tanks and planes, while nuclear armed Israel bombs them. It's murder, 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 kill, kill, kill. God promised me. God, the real estate broker, said, hey, you're special. Me and you, you know what I'm saying? It's you and me, buddy. You know what I'm saying? And so you want to kill them people?
You want to take over
for that land? You can kill them as much as you want. And then Gog and Magog, right? Gog, Magog, Russia, America, right? Right? They are fighting each other, but you know America supports her satellite in Africa, because that's what Israel is. Israel is in Africa. Right. And the reason why it's
no
really
such
there,
thing as the Middle East. The
real reason why it's there, and I'm gonna teach y'all something, is because when they rape Africa, right, every day, of all of its diamonds and emeralds and all of its precious stones,
good.
Boom, right to Israel, good. Right? So
good.
then it comes to all the diamond districts, right? Because you see who controls, jewelry.
47th Street.
All the diamond districts. There. California has a diamond district too.
Yes, they do.
You understand? What I'm trying to tell y'all is that that's America's outpost in the middle of Africa, and it's nuclear armed. Okay. So what I'm explaining to y'all is that the black God, right, has to unite the seeds, come back together, right? And hip hop has given us the opportunity to do it, right? It has given us the opportunity to shrink the world, right? And travel through cyberspace instead of getting on an airplane, instead of getting on trains, buses, and automobiles. We can just be God in our seats and travel through cyberspace to your eyes and your ears. So
only
you can
reason
see
I
me
came.
And you can hear me, right? So let's exchange information. Let's be valuable to each other, right? What I don't know, you know. What you don't know, I know. What I don't know, he knows. What he don't know, I know, and vice versa. What I'm saying to y'all, let's unite our seeds, black and brown people. Black, brown, yellow, let's all come together to be one. And then the other one will have no power over us, right? We're not going to spend all night tonight, right? But I just wanted to let y'all know that I will be keeping y'all updated on Peyton Gendron, right? Because when we say never again,